Alright, we are back with Case Geld Paper Wars Issue 101 from Compass Games. The Axis Invasion of North America 1945-46 Alternate History. Obviously the Germans and the Japanese take Europe, take Russia. Japanese actually help the Germans with Russia, and the Germans actually knock the English out by not letting them evacuate from Dunkirk, which is the change point for the rest. So we are entering turn 6 of the game, and there's something unique to turn 6. It's freeze time, 2 months of freeze. And basically what a freeze does is these lakes are frozen, so if we were up here fighting, yeah, we could move through these. There are the Manhattan Project things, that's helpful. And then the waterways that allow us that movement from city to city for free, it's not available on freeze turns. Apparently the rivers are full of ice or something. I just don't think down here in New Orleans, but it's okay, it's easier when we're in the freeze turn. You can't use the waterways. All the lakes are frozen except for Lake, I used to know how to say this word, Okeechobee in Florida, makes sense. And there was one other lake. Yeah, the one outside of Salt Lake. That one doesn't freeze. Alright, so as that said, there's nobody on here to use these waterways, so that may not be an issue. So we go to the turn sequence here, and we start out with the U.S. strategic phase. So we pull up our strategic here. Let's roll for air power here first. Okay, so looking at our air power, here are the numbers, and the roll is 2. Wow, they almost got 1. East only got 1. Ouch. That is tough. Gonna have to think about that one. That's really tough. Wow. Huh. Where do I want to drop a nuke? Or do I want to use it for defense? I don't know. Let's put it here so the Germans don't have any ideas of going combat first and trying to pop a hole here and flow through it. But this way now, I can't. So what happens if we get a nuke? Well, maybe we'll just bomb the SS. Alright, let's see what we get over here in the west. And yeah, the U.S. attempt to crush the beachhead failed. So it continues. They got a 3, and they only get 1. Wow. This is a not much air power turn. So the question is, I think we get more bang for our buck here. Okay, so that's done, and I'll try and kill my slack so I don't get those background noises. Alright, so that's my air power there. So if we do get a nuke, that'll finish them off. If the West Coast gets a nuke, an atom bomb, this will drop here. No reinforcements. They'll be out of supply. That'll pretty much be the end. Alright, so we've done air power. Now it's mutual replacement. There's stuff here. This is actually, I figured out, this is a way units from one theater can end up in another. Let's say we only lost 1 unit a turn in the west, in the east, for example, and we kept rolling the west first. They would end up moving those units. Because we'll see here. Okay, this time the east coast gets the first unit. I just say that's west coast. That's east coast. Higher number gets the first unit. So that definitely could come in handy. Especially with the Germans getting out of control here. Alright, so we'll close this for now. And we get this, and that makes sense to put it right there. And then the next replacement goes here. Seattle? I'll just put them in Salem. Oh, cool. Okay, there's one more. Let's see. Alright, let's think about this one. I can only put them on a city. And I don't want these guys to go off the races, but they're a little bit too far. There's a hole there. And this is a little bit... you know, you'd think in the Germans, they're not going to take 26 cities probably in the time left, so they're just going to try and go for Tulsa. And I can't use the waterway this turn, so probably the best place is centralized right there. Okay, so that's that. This way the units can react. See if I put it. I think I'm going to put one here. See, because I'm looking, the Germans could try and start with an attack, then a momentum attack, and if they win both, then they're off to the races. And if they are off to the races, this gives them only this small hole to go through, so they're going to be stuck going here. But if I was the Germans, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I would attack here. So, okay, that's a better move. So now we roll for the atomic bomb. So this is big for the 1 to 4. West Coast gets it. Dang, nope. They're just not getting it, man. Just not getting it, which means the Japanese can get replacements, and this continues on. Let's see what happens over here. I don't have to roll, because they've got all 3, so they get a bomb. I could stockpile it, or I'll just drop it on these guys. Because that's the people who could go off to the races. So, looking at the charts here, subtract 2, that's it. We're in the air power. That's why I picked here. So let's see what we get. 6. No, dud. These bombs are unreliable. Totally. So back it goes. So the atomic bombs have no impact this turn, and we are at the German turn. So the question is, let's look at this here. Here the timeline the Germans are on, because I don't think the Japanese are going to achieve anything major. Starting in turn 9, every turn we roll a die. And on turn 9, if it won, it's like economic collapse of the Axis. Count the victory points, game over. Then turn 10, it's 1 or 2. So this is a variable ending here, and you won't go past turn 14. So if we look down here, they don't have a lot of units too. Here's their other problem. That's all they've got left for reinforcements. And they've taken, I think I put it on here. Yeah, that's a lot of losses here. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 3 infantry, 5 infantry. Ooh, and some of these. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, this is a problem for them. Japanese, I'm not too much. Oh, and they lost the airborne corps too. That could really be helpful right now, especially if you have to drive all the way to here. How are you going to protect your flanks? And you can't get supply from ports on the Gulf. The rules basically say the German logistical tail can't get further than the Atlantic. They're on the edge, just going to the Atlantic. So, you know, if you're going for Tulsa, yeah, if they landed up here, Tulsa would be really tough. But you did pick the closest point, so looks like they're committed to an attack on Tulsa. So the only question we have here is, do we want to attack or not? So if we look at this, this is 8 to 1. That's a -7. And if we go to the -7 on that CR, I mean the +7, that puts us on 5. But guess what? We get 2 shifts. One because of the rough terrain, and one because of the air power. So we're on the 3. And we destroy it maybe with a 1, 2, or 3. But everything here means we lose it. So we'll be reduced. Then we move here. This will still be under air power. Let's see what we look like reduced, because I can do that. Yeah, then we'll be down to a 6 minus 2 will be 4 with a 1 shift. And we'll be back to this one too. Nope, they're going to have to do move first and set up for better combat. And I think what they want to do is 20 to 2, 18. That's time to go off to the races here. These two move here. They're going to do an attack here. Do I really want to waste my time with Atlanta? I don't know. I'd rather come down here and clear here. Keep this screened. I don't have to maintain my flanks along here if I kill everything. Fortunately, we need those panzer corps. Now, whoever attacks here can do a momentum attack here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Now, can I get a concentric? No, no, no. I can't get a concentric because I can't get somebody here. But by the same token, this isn't a very strong unit. And what have I got here? 2, 4, 8, 6s. I don't want to run my luck with Jacksonville. It's not my goal. My goal is to kill these two and get a momentum attack. So I can stack 3 units. Oh, and where are my panzer corps? They're literally all gone. Nope, there's one. Okay, so we're going to build a big advance stack. I just don't have the time or resources to come up after here. So let's pull this guy here, this guy here. That gets me 16. That's a plus 15. And it's a 2 shift. And I can only put 1 more unit there. And that 1 unit will, of course, be a 486. Oh, I can attack from more hexes, too. That's not a problem. But I do need a kill stack. And then this guy will go here. Like I said, I'm not worried about Jacksonville. This guy will go here. Now, what am I going to do about these guys? What are these guys going to do to me? Do I want to attack? No, I don't really want to attack. I would like to take Atlanta, but I don't think I can afford the losses. So I'm doing an attack here, and hopefully a momentum attack here. So can I pin these guys? Okay, well. See, and I don't want to become an easy target. Well, if these guys are going to advance after combat, I need some flank coverage. I think who have I got left? Okay, these two are there. That covers that. So now I got to cover my flank. I do not know what those units are. I can't risk an attack there. I don't have the horsepower. I'm going to put this guy here. And then how am I going to screen these guys? Do I want to move adjacent to them? Wow. I got 2 486s here, so put 1 here, put 1 here. The Americans just don't have enough units anymore to mass and counterattack also, so. And we'll keep the 2 4.6s. I can only get 1 step back, so I put 1 there, put 1 there. That's there. How are we going to cover here? Well, put this guy here. Put this guy here. Okay, that gives me 8 there. And we can probably replace one of those. And where do I want to put this? Well, we could leave them on the beach. No, we're going to land units. But where are we going to land them? Let's see what we got here. 5 units. 2 here, 2 here, 1 there. So this guy doesn't have to move. I'll keep him on the beachhead for now. This actually provides me a second line. I don't know. I don't want him to... If I move here, that won't... That's Zoc to Zoc, but they can go up and come down, so... Well, let's do this. He can go here or he can go here. Okay, he'll put him here and he will get the replacement. This guy's performing our second line. Okay, so that's German movement. Then it's German combat. Let's get rid of these. And we got 2 attacks. The first one is just off we go, 8 and 12. Maybe I should do this one first. See if the momentum work attacks. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let's do this. 4. Let's see. I got 8, 8, 16. 16 and 8 is 24. 28. 2 shift. That's 27. 28, 25. And then 1 for rough. And 1 for that. We're at the plus 15. 1. That's kill. Kind of overkill if you ask me, but okay, so this guy goes in the cup. Where'd the cup go? Okay, air power stays there. These guys do. Let's get the air power out of the way here. And we'll put it here. And then these guys do a momentum attack. That won't seal it all the way off. Of 8 and 8 is 16. It's 20 to 2 is an 18. 15 with a shift down to 10. Because of the air power. 10 on 4. Ouch, I don't want to lose any steps. 10 on 4 is a 1-1. That's enough. This guy goes back in the cup. See, and now because of the splitting of replacements, you're ending up moving units over to the west coast. Got to think about that. Anyway, let's see. Okay, somebody can advance after combat. Do we need to leave anybody behind? Let's put this guy with him. Now if I put them both there, well, this guy, they could do a concentric if they had the horsepower to attack me, but I don't think that's wise. But let's keep him here for line of support. Yeah, that's it. Supplies. Don't make that mistake again. They cut me off and my supply line's cut off, so that guy has to stay there. So that's good. So that succeeded. We're doing this attack. 20 minus 2 is 18. That's what it is. It's just a straight 18. I've got this positioned in such a way that I can't see it. 18, survey says 15. 15 column on 3. That's death. 1. Nope, they lose a step. Holy smoke. Let's see. Goes to 6. Increase, that's a 2 point. That's a 2 point. So let's do that one. This one ends up in the cup. And then they can advance after combat. Now, question is how many? Both? See what that looks like. I've got a solid supply line, but this gives it now. There we got that supply line problem thing I talked about. Or should we just not advance at all? That's not the Panzer way. They advance into danger. What's this guy's defense look like? 8. 6. Oh, this guy advances. Okay, and this maintains the supply back in. Learned that lesson last turn. Alright, so that's the end of the German move. And now they have their replacement, reinforcement. And so the elite replacement goes there. And the regular goes there. And now it's time for reinforcements. And they're going to land 2 here. 2 here. And 1 here. Alright. See, and here's the irony. I put 3, I think I killed 3 units. That means depending on how they roll, 2 of them could go to the west coast where they're not needed. And we end up indirectly transferring units. Don't like that. I guess the game assumes that the battle's even on both sides, but here I don't know. Let's see what the Americans can do now. Let's do the American move. Do we want to do a combat and then move? I doubt we have the horsepower to do anything here. Our air power is out of position. I mean, it could help us with an attack here, but they're going to maintain supply. So the Americans have a big question. Should they try and counterattack, and they're running out of units, or should they just try and slow them down from getting to Tulsa? Alright, it looks like American counterattacks are over. They just don't have the units. So I think what I'm going to do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to put the 18th Airborne down here, just because now they can threaten to do a airdrop. Going to put this guy back here as a second line of defense, leave these two here. Don't know what's in Birmingham. This guy's not adjacent, so he can do admin move. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I guess I'm going to have to give up down here. Let's see. Beth is coming here. We want to keep Atlanta strong. I've got this guy here. He could go do something else. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this guy. 1, 2, 3. He was almost sealed off. 4, 7, 8. Let's put him there because that's likely. They could go for Birmingham. Actually, this guy can go up here. Running out of units. The only question now is how do we screen this? Sure, if they want to go this way, that's more power to them. Let's move this guy here. Move this guy here. That could be tempting, but then they're off to the races up here, and who cares? And we got an 829 left. I don't know what. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can move real fast. So we'll leave him there. So it looks like they gave up Florida there. But we're hoping. Okay, we're back. I decided to drop control markers. So I think I hate to leave this guy here. But wow, I don't know. This is tough. We're running out of units. Running out of units. 2 defense isn't that great. But we'll leave him here. Alright, that's the US move. No attacks. Let's move over here now. No atomic bomb. They're in supply, so what can the Japanese do? They can't move from Zoc to Zoc. They can do combat first, do a probing attack, and then they can go anywhere. But they'll be out of supply. See, I don't think... let me check something here. Yeah, key point. The presence of another friendly unit in a hex containing an EZOC does not negate that for movement purposes. So, and they're stacked full. And he couldn't move there anyhow if some of these moved out of here. So there's really no way to get... I mean, I can do a probing attack here, followed by a momentum attack here. And combat is just at the 6 with a shitty shift. Air power is this way. Or I could do a probing attack here. But then that's combat, and if I go around, I could threaten Seattle, but I'd be off. Wow, I don't know. I can't get these guys back here. Oh boy, there's not much we can do. Here's the problem. I don't know how to get these guys off the beachhead. Alright, they're going to do combat movement. I'm going to push the rules to the limit here. And they're going to attack this. Here we go. Okay, they got 6, 7, no air power. So we've got a 14. Bummer. Plus 14, 1 shift. I don't think we're going to win. That's a plus 10. Let's see what we get. Ouch. Nope, that's total stalemate. I mean, if we had rolled this, what we could have done was 1 and then... See, here's the problem. If I don't, I could leave somebody behind, maintain supply, or I could have probed here and maybe done a momentum attack. And then this guy could do a probe attack to get off. Okay, I'm cheating, but let's see how this works. I'm trying to figure out the rules here. So what I could do is a probe to here, and then an attack to here, which we just got a 1 and 1. That's this guy. And we lose 1. Okay. So that was a probe and then a momentum that kind of fizzled. And I'm doing combat first, so in theory I can run now. And then I could say, all these guys do a probing attack to here. And what do they got? 3 times 4 is 12. They're not going to do it there. They got a plus 5 with a shift down to 4. Does it really matter? Let's see, that's 6. This is 6. Oh, we did we inflict a loss? We did, yeah, but I've only got 12. Let's use it or lose it. It's the beachhead that matters. Got to get off the beachhead. So that's 12 to 6 is a 6 with a shift. 5, shift 4. God, you can't win with those rolls. These units are 2 units permanently eliminated. They could have gotten a 1, 2, and then they would have won. But no, they rolled a 6. They just can't win for trying. That's 2. It's 2 units here. Well, at least we know who gets the replacement. Okay, so... But that's combat first. Now it's movement. And in theory, these guys can move. And they've got a wide open path here. The question is, why would they? U.S. units are never out of supply. These guys are going to crush the beachhead. But they're in supply, so they've got their full 6. So they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't get here. Stop here. 1, 3, 4. They can get around here, but don't want there. 1, 3, 4. They can't go here because... Let's go ahead and do this. I started doing this now. I would put another one here. Japanese just won't give up here. Let's stop the move. Because they're going to land everybody here, but these guys are going to end up out of supply. But they don't have the speed. Well, what can they do down here? They're in supply. 6. Nope, ports are too far down here. If they can only get here, that would be awesome. 3, 4, 5, no. 1, 2, 3, they can get to here, but I don't know what benefit that is. I really don't. Or they could go for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But now they're out of supply. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or they could spread out this way. Like this guy can move here, this guy can move here. And then, does that make sense? Yeah, well, it puts the 2 tries to get this guy. If they had killed this guy, their life would have been a lot easier. If this guy had died, he could have gone here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could have surrounded Seattle, pinned these guys in. But now they can't. They don't want to go that. They have to go to Seattle. And this is a poor man's way of maintaining supply. That's what we're going to do. So replacement phase and reinforcements. Beachhead marker gets 1, 2, 3. 1 successful atomic attack though, and it's game over. Okay, so that's the Japanese phase. We're at 31 minutes. What are the... Now that's full strength. Do they try and... Well, air power supports attacks here and here. Do they really think they've got enough horsepower to take this guy out? Let's do the math. Well, they may. 20, 31, 37. 37, let's do it right this time. 37 and 6 is... I can't do math in my head. 43, 48, 52. And they could throw these guys in if they needed to. But there's only 18 here. So that's 2 to 20, 30. Yeah, they've got it. And with a shift, they don't need to apply everybody. So everybody here is going to attack. 6, 12, 12 and 8 is 20, 31, 37. 37 to 18. And I got concentric. I don't even have to use everybody. I got 3 shifts. Holy smoke, let's check that out. 3 shifts, 1, 2, 3. So I only have to get to plus 15. So 18 and 15 is 33. And I've got enough right here. Well, I got to use somebody from here. I only need to use 1 unit from here. And then these guys can attack here. But if they take this, it's game over. So all of these guys attack, and the 329 attacks to get the concentric, so it's plus 30. Yeah, and then the rest of these guys could take a shot at this guy. So we got another plus 30 on the beachhead. It's the best you can do. And survey says not enough. 5. Dang it. 1, 2, 3. Gosh. Where'd it go? 4, 5. We killed 2 of them. 4, 5. They held on by 2 steps. If they had rolled that, they had to roll a 1 or 2 because the beachhead counts as 1. So that attack is over, but now these guys can attack him. And I'll just use all of these guys. Well, that's not much. 1, 2, 8, 16. And then some of these guys, 22, 27, 30, 30, and one of these guys so I can get concentric. Let's say we get to 31. 31 to, and we didn't move yet, so 31 to 6 is 25. And we've got multiple shifts, so That's a kill. So I just need one unit from here. And then these two stacks because they can't attack anything else. That's what we should have rolled on that attack. 8 steps, you're dead. Nope. But this Japanese attempt. Boom, you're dead. Guess what? It is game over. I got 11 and 3 is 14 in this stack. Or I've got 14. I've got 1, 2, 8, 16. It doesn't really matter. If whoever advances in here, how many units do I have? And I can selectively choose who I advance. So I can advance all the big units. 1, 2, 3. So what have I got now? 17 to 3 is 15 with a 1 shift. So I need to go further. I need to get to 25. Do I really need to? So I got 15, those two guys, and this guy, 15. I guess we'll do it. We'll just go for it, man. We'll put all those guys over there. So that's now 23 is a 20. And I get a 1 shift. I need 3 more points. And I can only add 1 more unit, but I do have a 3-er. One of them I used in the attack and the other I didn't. That's it. That's this guy. Oops, too many units. There we go. So all these guys advance and whoosh, momentum attack on the beachhead. I think we've got them. By Jove. 6 and 5 is 11. 11 and 6 is 17. 17 and 8 is 25 is 28. 28 down 3 is 25. 25 with a 1 shift. We are at 30. And the least, yep, it doesn't matter. 5 steps. There's only 2 steps here. The Japanese are booted. That unit dies. This unit dies. And we'll just advance the weakest unit in there. Boom. That's it. These units are now all out of supply. No reinforcements, no supplies. We have finished off the Japanese. Okay, so you did see it was a 1-2 punch. We attacked here and reduced them. Then we did a follow-on attack here, which successfully worked. And then we brought our strongest units here to do a momentum attack into the beachhead and finished them off, delivered the coup de grace. So the Japanese are done for except for these units wandering around. So, and I can move now. So, if I'm moving, I gotta move to pin these guys. Well, there's a big stack. I'll put this guy here. Next turn I can do a move and attack. Gotta get some guys out here. Let's see these guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's pull another one here. Too bad we didn't lose some units to send to the other side. This guy can go here. And now we just need somebody way up here. Not those guys. Well, that guy's going to only attack with 2. But if we can put a strong unit there, that'd be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. I think we'll just, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just put this guy here. Let's see. Then we're done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that doesn't really matter there. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He can go here. That guy may get attacked, but who cares? I've got a defense back here. This guy can unload. Oh, I got another one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Beachhead is taken. I don't need the air power anymore. Don't need to use atom bombs here anymore. This guy, look at all of this. Man, if we could just have this over in the Eastern Theater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I can start running that way. Let's do that. Let's close this, and this guy goes off to the races. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't know what the advantages of going there, but there's the pass. Let's try that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So these guys can get to Salt Lake. Yeah, I wish those guys could get there. And let's move this guy here. Really doesn't matter. This guy can move here. This guy can move here. Just making it up as I go along here. It's good enough. All right. Stop that. And that's it. Japanese beach is gone. Now the question is, it's too bad we can't send units to help over here. At this point, I'm going to make a rule saying that no more replacements flow to the west coast because it's over. I'm breaking the rules, but that's my house rule. The beachhead's gone. There's no reason to send replacements here. This is a mopping up operation. All right, so that is the end of the freeze turn. And yes, the Japanese beachhead has been overrun, and their remaining armies have been pushed away from the coast and surrounded, and are out of supply, and will be halved in defense and probably finished off next turn. But over here is an entirely different matter. Can they make it to Tulsa? That's what it all hinges now. Can the Germans get to Tulsa before their economy collapses and the game ends? All right, that'll do it for this time. 43 minutes, holy smoke. Maybe they'll be a little faster, but thanks for watching. If you like, click like, make comments, and subscribe if you haven't. Otherwise, we will see you now into the beginning of 1946 to pretty much come to a one-front war here. The Germans trying to go for the quick win by taking Tulsa. So, thanks for listening.